Hello everyone, how you all doing? Hope you're recovered now from the Northwest 200. Um, there's been lots of comments made about the organisation, the disqualification of Brooks and Hickman, and we won't go over that apart from saying, wasn't it strange how the organisers claim they knew nothing about the disqualification until 9:30 Thursday evening when the event was finished. But there we are. I hope they'll be back next year, but we'll have to see. And I hope they don't lose too many fans. But here we are on the Isle of Man. Look behind me, those bikes. You recognise them? Pre-TT Classic is about to start in 9 days' time. Everything is going up around the circuit, the preparation, removal of street furniture, and it's all taken shape. And we've had really good weather as well to do all the preparation. I'll put some links in the description or below the description of the shop, the Southern 100 shop that's selling lots of merchandise related to the circuit for both the Southern 100 and the Classics. This, of course, is the Blackford Financial Services pre-TT Classic road race. They've been going for some time. The actual, I think it was 1988, 1988 when they first were invited really to have a classic race. So pre-TT classic road races, let's say, came into being in 1988 at the request of the TT organisers, who then were the Autocycle Union. Classics first appeared on the Billown circuit 12 months earlier in the popular Southern 100 races, which normally are in July, mid-July. But in 1988, they became their own event, an independent event, just before the main TT. If you're thinking of coming over for the TT, especially if you're going to be here for practices, try and make it to have a look at some of these classics. Hear the noises we don't hear much these days. But it's a good event. So anyway, they were held on the 31st of May, which just before practice week in 1988. 4 races. There were the 250, the 350, 500, unlimited, and then the sidecars. These attracted 115 entries in all. So who won the first race? It went to Graham Godwood of Royston in Hertfordshire, riding a 350 Air Mackie. And the 250 category was dominated by local classic man Mike Kane from Onken, just adjacent to Douglas, the north side of Douglas, of course, for anyone who doesn't know. He was on his 250 Suzuki. Dave Pither, a name we've heard a lot of in years gone by, he was on a Sealy Matchless, and he took the 500 race from Richard Swallow, the great Richard Swallow, on Sid Lawton's Air Mackie. Alan Dugdale was third, riding a BSA Matisse. And Stroud's Robert Price finished first in the unlimited race, while the controversial MV Augusta outfit of Mark Kay and Richard Batterson took the checkered flag in the final race of the day. The Classics had then arrived at Billown. So we got 30 plus years on now, and Blackfords Financial Services, a great sponsor of the event. And the event is rated as one of the most popular and must-do events in the annual classic calendar. And this year it's attracting 250 entries for its 9-race event. So, we can say that it's growing. just to look at the classes and what is going to be, how many races. There's going to be 8 races plus an extra sidecar race, although the sidecars are actually going to be combined. I think, I'm not sure. Let's just go through. So race 1 is going to be singles. Race 2, 1100 classics. Race 3, junior superbikes. Race 5, and I say 5, you'll realise why in a minute. Race 5 is the senior classic. Race 6, lightweight classic, and 125 post classic. Race 7, the junior classic. Race 8, senior superbikes. So race 4 and 9 are the sidecar classics. These are going to be out on the evening of the 26th of May. All those are going to be out, given their own time slots, in the evening for practice. And then again on Saturday, the 27th of May, afternoon, between 12:30 and 4:30, they're all going to be out again practicing. But on Saturday also, in the evening, between 6 and 9 p.m, there's going to be some racing, the first races of the event. So race 1 is going to be the SPR singles race. Race 2 is the AD Hewitt dental practice 1100cc race. Well, I mean, you might get your teeth damaged, and so a dental expert has volunteered to sponsor the 1100cc race. Good for them. Jeff Duke Junior Post Classic Superbike race is race 3, and race 4, three-wheeling sidecar race 1. Three-wheeling, try and have a look at their YouTube channel, because they got some really good merchandise, but also they do cover a lot of the sidecar races, so good on them. And then on Sunday, the road closes at 1 p.m. to 6 p.m, so you got time to go to church in the morning if you want. So yeah, Sunday afternoon, race 5, that's the Greystones LLC Senior Classic race. And race 6, the Quine and Cubbin, great printing company from the south of the island, 250 classic race and 125 post classic race. Race 7, Vintage MCC, the Isle of Man section, 350 classic race. Race A, the 350 500 classic consolation race. Yeah, I didn't know there was a race A and race B, but yes, there is. And then race B is the ugly post classic superbikes. And no, actually it's not B, it's my eyesight. It's actually race 8. And then, of course, race 9, bringing everything to the end of the event, the three-wheeling sidecar race 2. Yeah, so that's all looking good. I'll also, with the Northwest and the regulations, I'll put a link to the Southern Club's regulations for the classics. It's all to do with helmets, back protection, this sort of thing, oil containment tanks. No mention of carbon wheels, which you might expect, of course, with the classics. But there we are. I'll put a link to that down below as well. Don't forget also, I've gained so many subscribers from my last video about the Northwest. It's been great. So thank you to everyone that subscribed. Thank you to everyone that commented and liked. But all the likes, please subscribe as well and ring the bell so that you're going to get notification of, well, the classic racing, the TT practice and race week. There's going to be a lot of information and videos being uploaded, so be first to hear about them by subscribing and ringing that bell. It's really good for me. It boosts my channel and doesn't cost you anything. Nothing. In fact, if I see you, I might even buy you a pint, but that'll have to be, yeah, we'll think about that. One other thing of interest as well is limitation of entries. They're going to be up to 40 entries accepted in all the solo races, but however only 30 riders are permitted to start. So these will be made up of the fastest 26 riders in qualifying plus 4 nominated by the club. It might upset somebody, some people, some riders, but you know, these are the rules that the club have been going by for some time, and you know, perform well and you'll be in there. In the sidecar classes, up to 25 entries will be accepted. However, only 18 riders will be allowed to start. These will be made up of the fastest 15 riders and 3 nominated by the club. And also, there will be no support races, and the club reserves the right to refuse even an entry. Anyone interested in prize money? We're all interested in money. But that's why I need the subscribers here on YouTube, of course. But as far as this event goes, I'll just run through. So the first race, the winner gets 250 quid. That's race 1A and 1B, same money. Race 2, the winner gets 500. Race 3, the 500. Race 4, 300. And race 5, 500 quid. 6A is 400. 6B, 250. 7 is 500 and 8 is 500. Race 9, 300. They're paying down to, in the majority of cases, to the 6th place, but then in races 2, 3, 5, 7 and 8, they're going down to 10th place, along with extra money for the fastest lap as well. So there we are. I know you get paid more for playing tennis, for playing golf, but in its event, and you do have to pay, I think, about £190 entry fee plus insurance. So it's a costly sport to take part in. So please come and support these boys and girls as well. I haven't seen a program, but I'm sure there are some lady riders, and why not? Not men who want to be ladies, of course, but we don't want to get into that, do we? So there we have it. Roads are closing 6 p.m. on Friday, the 26th of May, and then the event, the Classic TT, or the pre-TT Classic, and then the practice for TT week, and then TT week races. It'll be going on. So be here. Remember, I'll be putting up lots of videos. I'll be giving lots of the news about what's going on, what's happening, and I hope you'll come along and listen, meet me. I depend on you. You're my family. So I'll see you soon. I'll see you again soon. And take care of yourselves in the meantime. Ride carefully, you lot with the bike. And crazy people, go easy. So take care, everyone. Bye for now.